Thank you for joining me for another video. This is Playtime with Dragonfire. In this episode, we are going to take a look at Age of War. This is the new season coming out. This will be Chapter 1. There are some changes in setting up a single-player or co-op game. These changes also carry over to servers. So we're going to go through the settings that I use on my community server. If you would like to join our community server, head down into the description below. Click on the Discord link. Once you get over into Discord, go ahead and pick your games that you want to look at for channels and find the server information. Look forward to seeing you in the game. I do stream on weekends with Angel, and if I do come across your place, I will show it off. So with all that said, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to click on a single player or co-op. These settings do apply for servers as well, only how your server is set up will depend on your server host. So we're going to go ahead and do a new game. I'm just going to pick single player. If you want to just take all the defaults, just click here and go. It's also available for Sifter. If you want to customize the settings, as I will, you can pick which map you want to use. You can set your server passwords. Here I'm not going to. We are also going to have the chance to make it PvP if you want. Set some limitations. I don't normally change anything in here. Under progression, you have the ability to adjust your multipliers. I am not doing that at the moment. If you change the first one, it will change the multiplier for all of them, and then you can adjust each of the other ones individually. In here, I've already set these. They default to 0.5. The day cycle speed, I have it set at 0.1, which gives us about an hour for a 24-hour day. The daytime speed is at 0.5, so that you get around 45 minutes of daytime, because the night speed is at 2 times the speed, so it actually takes about 5 minutes or so. Dusk to dawn takes somewhere around 10 minutes. So you'll spend most of your time in the daylight as opposed to in the dark night. Now, Age of War is making an adjustment to the amount of light around your character. So at night, you will be able to see a little bit into the field out in front of you. That'll make it a lot easier. I'm looking forward to seeing how that change helps. In the catch-up time, I do leave this at the same, so that if you come in to the game, which you always enter at daytime, and if the server's already on nighttime, it will try to catch you up to the exact same time frame. Survival, I do not change any of these. This is new. Drop item on death. Drop backpack. That is new. So what will happen is when you die, you will drop only the items that are in your backpack, not on your quick bar or on your person. So only the loot you are carrying. Combat settings, these are default. This is what it's set up as normally. I am going to leave these. I might make some adjustments later once we get into Age of War and we decide on whether the damage that we are doing or that the thralls are doing or the NPCs are a little more or less than what we want. Harvesting, currently I have everything set at 1. I might be changing the harvest amount by a little bit to help make things a little easier. That is in a discussion that we're having on the side. Crafting times, everything is still set at 1. So that is, again, just default time frames. You can make them go faster or slower. You can make the fuel burn longer by lowering it. Abandonment. Okay, I do not allow buildings to abandon at the moment. Once the server gets to be heavily populated, I might make this adjustment. We'll leave that up for a future discussion. There is some chat available through the game I do encourage that if you want to be on the game, go ahead and hop into Discord. We have some chat channels set up. The Purge, we do enable it. We are going to leave the settings as they are so far. They are going to change in Chapter 2 of Age of War. We will revisit the settings at that time. Pet and Hunger, we don't adjust these. And then there are some changes for SIPTA as well. Make sure that you have everything here set up the way you want to. These are the default settings. So there I've highlighted the changes that are happening with the Age of War, and I have updated what is happening with our community server. So in this example, I'm going to hit play here. I already have one that exists. Now, if you overwrite this, you wipe out the world that you have set up for either the Exile Lands or SIPTA. If you have a mod that has a different map, then it might be that one. You get to have one of each world. That takes a moment to set up the world and create the map. And then you come to the character build screen. So in the next episode, we will go through the character build screen, and I will show you everything you might want to know about creating your character. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that like button below and subscribe so you can be notified of future videos. I would like to thank you for allowing me to share my playtime with you.